everybody, Xzet here. Thanks for watching. This is my third video. It is going to be about Gw2, a little bit about leveling, and it is in the basic area of the starting zone for a Sylvari. And as you can already see, I haven't even done anything, and you can see behind me it looks amazing. And I've got somebody standing there that wants to get in the camera. Look, at the end of the day, as I've explained in my previous videos, I am reviewing these between World of Warcraft and this, so we will go through a couple of things that I personally can see that are different, and you can also notice some things yourself. So, regarding leveling, as you've watched my previous UI, I won't go through too much about that, but as you can see, top right hand corner, I have a quest. I actually already did speak to the person here by accident before I started to record, but it doesn't matter, we will continue to do it as per normal. So I have started out. Now, as I was explaining on my previous UI, is when you start the game you do get a basic attack, and the more that you attack with that single first attack, you then unlock the next ones depending on what weapon, and the first time you ever hold that weapon is when you'll have to do this. But keep in mind, once you've already learnt all your attacks for that type of weapon, you don't have to do it again, especially if you do swap weapons, so that's a good thing. As I've just started out, I only have an axe, so I don't have a bow, which feels quite strange as a ranger, but that's how versatile the game is. You can use all types of weapons. So at the moment, my only attack that I have is my auto attack, and it's called Ricochet. I will throw a few things at some wolves on the way, or some hounds on the way past, purely because I need to start leveling that up. And as you can see, I'm just, oh, that one's dead. We'll go over here and we'll just throw one at this guy. And you can slowly see that I'm gaining more attacks as I use my auto attack. But on the map down here, I've reached my checkpoint for my quest line, and now it says to find the bridge and ensure it is ensure its safety. So I'll just scroll up here where it says to go. So as you can see, it looks really lovely. It really does. They've put so much effort, especially into like environment. And the great thing so far, which we will come across in some videos, is they want you to explore the world. They want you to climb routes. They want you to go and try and find places that you shouldn't be, because they actually have hidden places throughout the game, which is really interesting as well. I have found a few things on my other character that I have been leveling up, and they actually are quite challenging little. There could be jumping pedestals or environments that are really hard to get to, and you wouldn't have thought to go there, and when you get there, there's like a prize at the top or a chest or something like that. So it is good to sort of explore with this game and take your time. It's not a rush. Enjoy it, because that's pretty much the great thing about the game. Alright, so it looks as if a cinematic has started. Now this is the first type of boss in every quest zone for a starter or a beginner. For the Sylvari, this is one of the bosses, and once you do this, you do gain level 2, where you are put out to the real world, and you can also queue up for PvP for instant level 80 as well, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do some questing today. Questing. So there he is there. Here's that adrenaline, so I can dodge as per normal. It looks as if he has feet, so we're just going to take out each foot. And I do apologise if you can hear my keyboard. I'm using the Razer, I think it's the Black Widow, I forgot which one it is. It's loud, it's a mechanical keyboard, and I've tried my hardest to not come through my microphone, but it does. This guy's pretty big. But also, as I explained before about how like this is a dynamic event, so it's not just for you, it's for everybody in this area. It is a dynamic questline event, so it is supposed to happen. So anyone in this area, as you just seen, was with me then helping. So I didn't even realise, I'm just fighting away, and you've got 10 other players just playing with you. And what they have done in this game is, if there's too many players in a zone, it will make an overflow, and you'll go to that overflow, so it's not as busy.
I was fighting a great evil.
Oh, my character is so beautiful. Anyway,
Where's Case?
And then if it's quiet, it will put you back to the main server, or where you are, so you are with other players. So it's never like you're by yourself, unless literally nobody's playing in that zone, which will be pretty rare. So that is the first step of questing, especially for anyone who makes it. It's going to be different for different types of classes, but that is the first zone. And here you go. Here's a perfect example. It says you have been moved to the Chaldean Forest Overflow. You are now queued to enter the map when it's ready. And now it's telling me it's actually ready, so I can actually travel there. My screen will load, but I'll be with more people. And that's how that works. That's a perfect time, perfect way to explain it to you.
It's a tightness in
now,
your chest,
this pops up pretty much when you've completed part of your storyline quest. You can select one of the rewards. I am going to grab the hatchet, and you get a leather bag as well, which is pretty handy. Accept that. Oh, and I've just leveled. And your experience bar is down the bottom, which I didn't point out in my UI information. So I'm currently level 2, and that's how that works. And while I'm on the topic, with Guild Wars, when you are actually questing and you say, for example, you're level 20 and you come back to this starter zone, it will reshape you to that zone, so you can't just run around you know, pretty much one-shotting everything. It'll always make the game a challenge for you no matter where you are. And if you go to a higher zone, I'm pretty certain it bumps you up a level as well, but obviously when you go back to where you're supposed to be, you'll end up being at the wrong level, or the right level that you are there. So I've just spoken to someone part of my quest line, and she's actually explained to me about the map. Now with this map, she's circling out the hearts. Now what these hearts are, they're actually quests and guides for each area. Go do them, because when you do them, you get rewards. It's part of completing this part of the map. Okay, so with Guild Wars, you get a world completion percentage, as you can see on the top left here. And then you also have the map that you're currently on. And when you complete the map you're on, you get a chest with items in them. And I'm pretty certain they're a green item, which are quite a nice item. So definitely do that. And to do that, you have to get all of the below symbols. So you have to complete all the heart tasks. You have to go to all the waypoints, and I'll explain them to you in a minute. We'll go back to the map. You have to find all the points of interest. So there, for example, there's a point of interest here. When you go there, it'll just show you what's there, and it's like you've explored it. It's like an exploring area. Skill challenges. Now what these are is you go to these points and it will give you a challenge somewhere on the map. Let's see if we can have a bit of a look. See, here's one here. Somewhere on the map, when you go to it and you actually do the challenge that it says, you will gain a skill point, and then you use those skill points to gain new abilities while leveling. So it's crucial to get them. The double triangles, the little red ones, they're called Vistas, they're Vistas. Well, I don't understand exactly what they did it for, but what it is you go to these Vistas. They are in challenging spots. So as I was explaining before, they want you to climb things. They want you to try and, you know, exploit, even though you can't. They want you to climb. So climb anything you can, and you will find these vistas. And when you go to these vistas, you can use it, and it's like an achievement. You found that area, which is really cool. So find all those. And once you've completed all these tasks in this map, obviously it'll be 100%, and you'll get this chest. So that's pretty cool. Now with waypoints as well, which are these, you'll see on the map, there are no mounts, there are no flight paths in this game. So if I were to click that waypoint and travel to that waypoint, yes, it takes me to that part of the map instantly, which is great. It is a small charge of a little bit of copper, but at the end of the day, I'd rather pay a bit of copper than having to run throughout a whole map. Back to what I was saying, to questing, and in regards to questing, you just continue to follow your main quest line. So now it says to go help someone in Chaldean Forest regarding, you know, a heart task. So if we look on the map, we'll try and have a look where the closest heart task is. There's one just out here, so we're going to go over there. Alright, let's go there. We'll go check it out. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward, but I will do a little bit of killing and questing on the way, and you can see it. Here we go. Using an axe is quite different. I'm used to using a bow, but we should pick one of them up along the way. Now looting, you can either AoE loot, or you just press F simply and it just picks up anything in that area. And look at that, I just picked up a bow. I'm just going to pop that on, and I'll show you about the two types of weapons. So open up your character screen, go to your bags. You can see I've got a precise short bow. Going to drag that down and replace it with this one. Now you can carry two weapons, but it's not unlocked until you've reached level 7. Okay, when you reach level 7 and 10, things start to open up in the game, and it starts to get quite interesting. So now looking at my action bar, I've only got one attack again, and it's called Crossfire. But that's fine, because I much prefer to use a bow. But the more we use that attack, as you can see, we can move, it shoots. I'm gaining my next attacks, which is fantastic. And I really do like the Ranger, the fact that, you know, it's just constant shooting, you're moving. It can be annoying, especially when you need to kite, but it's great because you just range. You send your pet in, but you know, what else can you ask for? To sort of run around, heal, have a pet sort of help you, and when you unlock more attacks, you can actually knock them back, freeze them, and whatnot, which is really handy. Yeah, so obviously everything that's yellow, and if you've ever played an MMO before like WoW, they don't attack you unless you attack them, so I'm just being a little bit vicious right now. Alright, so look at the top right hand corner. It has automatically popped up saying that we're in a zone where we're actually in one of those heart tasks where we're going to help people, and you can instantly start doing that even talking to the NPC. So it says talk to Denera and become a hound. Okay, where is she? She's a heart figure here. So we'll just go in here, have a bit of a chat. How do we get rid of the eggs? I'm on it. And why am I not a hound? Who do I talk to? Maybe this guy.
Seize the moment.
How do I stop them? Can count on me. Nope, no one's turning me into a dog. Well, maybe the game's a bit different than last time I played it, but... Oh, okay, so these are for the spiders. I haven't done this one, so I'm not too good with it. What are we doing? He's throwing... Looks like we're throwing things at these spiders. I'm just going to kill them because that's more fun. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I haven't really looked into the fact of what this actual quest is. I thought it was when you turn into a dog and you actually walk around and talk to the dogs itself. Alright, so I've got like a... There you go, I've unlocked a new attack with my bow, and I seem to be shooting more than one arrow, which is good. Anyway, look, questing itself, you know, this is part of helping out. Oh, I see what's going on right now. Okay, so I was doing a quest, but as you look around the ring, it is also a dynamic event. So I've got two types of things happening here. That's why I was a little bit confused. So what will happen is where I was supposed to be doing the quest about hounds, there's been a dynamic event about spiders coming out, and I'm supposed to stop them. And I'm just going to run away because sometimes they're a little bit buggy, and I don't want to do that while trying to record a video for you. We'll see if we can find another one. Let's have a look through here. And where's my pet? I've lost him. Alrighty. Again, look, you just constantly walk around and the scenery is so nice. I think that's one of my favourite parts about the game, is the fact you can walk around and, you know, you've got a computer run it. You actually feel as if your computer's running something for once it's supposed to and looks good. Like, you know, Battlefield's fantastic and things like that, but to walk around and see, you know, water like this, it's really nice as well. Alright, so the event failed, but this is what pops up on the top right here. I did get a contribution level of gold because it seems as if I put the most effort into that one back there, but it did fail. So the more effort you put into the contribution of questing of a dynamic event, the more XP you'll get, so the faster you level, which is obviously what you want to try and aim for. So try and help your fellow friends out when something like that does happen. Now, automatically we've just walked into a zone where there's a help task. Clear any undead from around the Wildehurst and replenish weather territory markers and spear locations of ordnance. Alright, so there we go. What's this hand do? Alright, cool. So it brings up a risen ghoul. And he has pretty much just been killed because he's shit. That's it. So, and that, as you can see, open up a little bit more of the bar to completing the quest. Once the bar is at 100%, you will obviously complete that task. You don't need to do it again, and she'll send you some mail saying thank you with a bit of a reward, and it goes towards your heart tasks of completion, which is part of your map completion. So that's straightforward as it gets, especially for when it comes to, you know, completing the quest and completing the map quest as well. Some guy's trying to steal my zombies. Alright, so I've also found a waypoint here. So this is exactly what I was saying before. We just found a waypoint. So we can teleport here at any time of the map as well, which is really handy. I really do like that. I think it's a smart idea, especially with WoW. Like, flight paths annoy me. Even though they've brought out summoning and whatnot, and I have sort of found that, you know, since World of Warcraft they brought out the teleport to dungeons and all that summoning type of thing, it just ruins their environment, like, because they put so much detail into the environment and the world, but no one walks through it anymore. Everyone's like cluttered in a city, and they're just karate kicked my dog. They're cluttered in a city, or, you know, they just wait for a summon or whatnot. I used to like the fact you have to fly there, you know, you have a bit of world PvP on the way, like things like that. I don't know, you know, they just lost that touch, and that's what I really like about this, because everyone's out in the world and you run into people all the time. You know, it just gives it a bit more fun. A bit more fun, if that's even English. Alright, let's try and get this one completed. Alright, I'm going to use a heal even though I don't need it. But that's it, it heals both of them. What does this do? Nothing. Alright, it looks like I need to kill a couple more raised ghouls or whatever they're called. Let's just quickly find one. Yeah, none up here. Let's have a look down here. Who would have known? Oh, there we go. There's 2 here, so we should be able to get these now to complete it. Now, a dynamic event has just popped up. Oh, I've missed it. I'll try and hunt it down in just a second for you. I'll just complete this quest. And you can actually see a dynamic event. I think it's a boss that was just roaming the areas. Let's go and have a quick look. See if we can catch him. Because sometimes you could be just walking through and a boss will be running through the footpath and you've just got to give him a bit of a quick kill, but no, it looks like he's well gone, or he's been defeated, one or the other. Oh, there's a new event nearby. There we go. So just in the map up there, there's an event. So this is how easy it is to get distracted when questing, but the great thing is it brings a lot more enjoyment to it. So, alright, there we go. We've got some sort of creature. Oh. I'm just going to bounce back from him. And anyone in this area can see this, obviously, and that's how dynamic events sort of happen. So it's pretty good. Now my pet is getting hit, so I'm going to throw a heal back to full health. That's how good it is. Obviously there'll be times where there'll be that much damage going on, you can't really get it. So you know the pet will die, but you know that's part of the game. So there you go. Event succeeded. Slay the undead Drake brother, broodmother. And I've got a gold contribution level which gave me 311 experience and karma points. Now karma points is to buy gear throughout the game, which is pretty cool. That's that done. So there you go, that's a dynamic event right there for you on the first video, which is really good, and it happens quite a lot. It brings a lot of fun to the game. Now if I just quickly run back over here and complete the quest that I was doing, because I think I only need to kill one more zombie. Here we go, we'll just pull one up out of the ground here. There we go, done. So it says read your mail. Okay, so as you can see, I've been sent some mail. I open it up, and that's my storyline. Thank you, blah 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 blah. And there's your actual warden, the NPC sending you 45 copper. Thank you very much. I can go buy something. Actually, I probably couldn't buy anything at all with that. But that is the basics towards questing. That is how you do a heart task. I did want to try and show you a Vista. I don't think there's one around, and this video will take a little bit too long if I try to find one. I'll put one on my next video for you. It's simple as literally climbing some trees and some roots and getting to a challenging spot to find the vistas. And when you've collected all of them on the map, obviously you'll get your reward. And the good thing about it is when you are aiming to these challenges per map, you don't realize it, but you're questing. And then when you're questing, you're not grinding and you're interested, and before you know it, you've leveled 5 or 6 levels, and you know it was fun. It was interesting. Whether or not they're going to have that with Mr. Pandora or Pandaria or whatever you want to call it, I don't know. And I will do reviews on both of them and decide what game am I actually going to play. Anyway guys, look, thanks for watching. I know it was a little bit boring at times, but it is part of the starting quest. It gets a lot more exciting as you get into it. Definitely, I can advise you that. And I will show you some footage of some higher level questing, and I'll also get some PvP footage straight away. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned and I'll have some more videos for you soon. Catch you later.